Okay. Now that we got all that situated, dear Puka Nacua, keep your mouth shut. Let's go.
I can't do it. We'll do it live. Do it live. I'll write it and we'll do it live.
Mister, will you please wake up? Wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up.
Good morning. Snowman here to all you Brock Purdy and San Francisco 49er haters. Shut up. I got to thank you, Shane.
I mean, whatever happened to the games where breaking 100 points was, I don't know, unusual?
There was one word to sum up the All-Star weekend.
Trays. Because we take this job so serious.
Splash Brothers, yes. Ray Allen, replace him with Steve Kerr. Reggie Miller, yeah.
What in the all types of blue hell?
Lots to get into on this Thursday. Good morning and welcome one and all to the Tripped Out Thursday edition of Snowman in the Morning. We are glad to have you all with us. This first hour is powered by Fanatics, officially licensed everything. Sick Diggy opens the chat saying good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good night. How are you, my friend? How's the family? Family's doing great. We invite you all to join us wherever you are watching and or listening in the region, across the nation, and around this great world. As I mentioned, a lot to get to, but we got some hilarity to open the show up with because this man is back.
Passionate.
Come after me. I'm a man. I'm 40.
Unflinching.
Let's go back to losing. Parking was easier.
Unrelenting.
They're not going to keep him off the field tonight.
Totally.
This one has a chance.
Dietz.
That's not just a murmur, that's a full-blown fibrillation.
I did all that, and I didn't even push the button to bring him in. Let's try this again.
Passionate.
Come after me. I'm a man. I'm 40.
Unflinching.
Let's go back to losing. Parking was easier.
Unrelenting.
They're not going to keep him off the field tonight.
Totally.
This one has a chance.
Dietz.
That's not just a murmur, that's a full-blown fibrillation.
Years this man has been with me, and every single time I push the button to bring him on, some scuff happens. Dietz is back from vacation, and he's here with us. Good morning, partner. How are you?
Hey, what's going on, Brian?
Did you have fun in Orlando?
I had a blast in Orlando. It was a mess right off the rip. We'll get into some of the hilarity of the events, but first things first, let's take today. Let's celebrate. Everybody is opening their season today. It is the greatest day in sports because everybody is on the same level. And opening day is always a fantastic day.
Have you ever been to an opening day game?
Oh yeah, we used to go. Well, the reason I'm a Mets fan, we used to go. Well, we used to go to My parents grew up Yankee fans, so they would take us to Yankee Stadium.
Okay.
And one year they tried to get tickets for opening day at Yankee Stadium, and probably would have become a Yankee fan and all down the road.
Mm-hmm.
However, opening day at Yankee Stadium was sold out for like 10 years in a row.
Mm-hmm.
Well, what are we going to do? We can't get tickets. Hey, they got this ballpark. They got this ballpark in Flushing. They have seats for opening day. So my parents got opening day tickets to Shea Stadium, and we went every single year, which is why I always tell people. I always hear from parents, and I hear my friends that have kids. Oh, so and so got perfect attendance this year, and I was like, we never got perfect attendance. Why? Because my parents took us out of school to bring us to opening day at Shea Stadium every single year growing up.
I went to a few opening days with my dad, but the one I will treasure, well, two of them that I'll treasure the most was the last one at Old Comiskey Park in 1990 and opening day 2005 at the new Comiskey Park. I'll treasure those two because my dad was with me. Dad and I went to a lot of baseball games together. And I've said this on the show many times. You've heard me say it. The folks in the chat have heard me say it. Speaking of which, good morning, Angie Blanken, who is with us in the chat this morning.
Oh, hey, Angie, thanks for being here. Glad to see you.
Thank you, Angie. Napoleon Johnamite. I went to opening day in Oakland during the 2005-2006 seasons. Both were losses, but I got to see a matchup between two Hall of Famers, Big Hurt, Frank Thomas in 2006. Big Hurt, Frank Thomas versus the Big Ute and Randy Johnson. What is your favorite opening day? Since it is opening day, why not make this opening segment about opening day? What is your favorite opening day memory?
My favorite opening day memory was this is so me. The day I got to meet Pat Howell. Nobody knows who Pat Howell is. I don't even know who Pat Howell is. He was just some guy from the Mets. But when I was 8 years old and walked down and saw a Mets guy signing autographs, hanging out by the stands and just signing autographs for the fans. He never played a single game for the Mets, but I met him on opening day. He shook my hand, signed a baseball, threw it to me, and I was allowed to throw it back to him, and he threw. And that memory will always sit there. How again? Never played a game for the Mets, but did everything for every fan that was there, and he was fantastic. And I'll never forget that moment. So,
Axel Foley says my Cincinnati Reds opening day is today. My White Sox open today in Milwaukee. My favorite opening day memory, like I said, the last one at Old Comiskey Park in 1990. Sold out crowd. Fireworks everywhere. White Sox won the game, and that was a reason for me to hustle out of school early. I was a senior at the time, and Pizzle is with us. Morning, Pizzle. Hey, Pizzle, you got the link. Come on in here if you can. Had a ton of fun opening day. Dietz is a Mets fan. I a White Sox fan. Pizzle's a Braves fan. I think Axel's a Reds fan. It's one of the greatest days in sports. Opening day. Who is your team that you're cheering on for? Let us know in the chat. Speaking of autographs, I got an autograph one year of a fellow who became one of my favorite baseball players. And it wasn't at opening day. It was at the Taste of Chicago. and someone alerted me, hey, there's a couple White Sox players signing autographs. Okay, cool. Big line. Didn't realize it was a big line or why until someone informed me that I was walking up to shake the hand and get the autograph of the one and only Frank Thomas. So yes, I met the Big Hurt.
Speaking of autographs, and it kind of goes to my whole adventures down in Orlando.
Yes,
but these kinds of things like the opening day and meeting players, and like you said with Frank Thomas, this is where I learned as a child. Mm-hmm. Just go up to just never be afraid to walk up to somebody and talk to them.
Right. Absolutely
right. And so I've never, as a child, I always would go up. I didn't care who they were. Like I said, Pat Howell, no one knows who that is. No one but me and my brother probably know who Pat Howell is. but we met him. We talked to him. He was a ball player, and I was 8 years old. Like I was. Yep. So it didn't matter. It didn't matter how many games this guy played. I was just astonished at meeting him. But that being said, it brings me to the first thing I want to show off, which is from my Orlando experience, which it's the camera's not going to do this justice, but I'm gonna show it off anyway. So I'm there for the Geeks and Gamers. I'm there for the Geeks and Gamers meetup. I'm there for the panel and to meet everybody. And so there's this guy coming around, and we're waiting in line for the panel, and this guy says, hey, I got a free T-shirt for and anybody who wants to wear it during the panel. So obviously I'm like, yes, I'm in. Let's go. I was like, free T-shirt. Never say no to a free T-shirt. And of course it says, this is for my buddy Ryan Kinnell. It says, I love Ryan on it. So we go through the panel, and I'll talk about the panel in a second because it's a lead into the story, but we'll go to the end. So at the end of the night, I was thinking, everybody at the meetup, we had like 800 people meeting us at City Walk in Universal Studios. There were supposed to be 800 people coming to this event, and I thought, you know what? I'm just going to have everybody sign my Geeks and Gamers T-shirt, and I'll get the big names like Gary and Disparu and Critical Drinker and all these big YouTube guys. Like, I'll get them to sign. But then I was like, you know what? Just have everybody sign the T-shirt. So I'm running around the meetup at the bar, and every time I see somebody, I was like, yo, sign the T-shirt, sign the T-shirt. And so everybody that was there, all the Geeks and Gamers, and I can't tell you how many people came up, and I'm like, yo, sign the T-shirt, and they were like, I'm not anybody. I'm just a local chatter. And I was like, you're here. Sign the T-shirt. Let's go. I had people. This is why I bring this up. There were people that it was just a regular bar that we were at. Mm-hmm. There were people that were there that were not even part of the event. They were just showing up for a night out, and they were like, we don't even know who you guys are. We're not part of this. I go, you're here. You're part of this now. You're signing the T-shirt too. So they signed the T-shirt. They didn't even know who we were.
Free autographs.
So, and this is why I bring this up, though. This is why I bring this up for autographs. So this leads to the one mistake I made all vacation.
Okay, what's that?
So I go up, and I already went to this panel. I was wearing the T-shirt. I was wearing the T-shirt because walking around, and I met a YouTube cosplayer named Snarky J.
Mm-hmm.
Who, if anybody knows who Snarky J is, she is beautiful, dresses as Wonder Woman, does all these cosplays that you can do. And so I meet her, I get her autograph, and I take a picture with her. But I forgot I was wearing the I Love Ryan t-shirt.
Oops.
Can't make this stuff up. I was looking at it after. I was like, I got this picture now, and now I have this shirt on in the picture forever to be immortalized.
Yep.
Can't make it up, man.
Dietz is immortalized yet again. C1 Clip, I think I got that right, is with us. He says go Reds. I mentioned Pizzle is a Braves fan, and Pizzle, don't dunk yourself in water unless you have to. Don't lose another bet is what I should have said. Angie Blanken greets everybody. She's a Reds fan, and we're due for our first break. When we come back, we'll get into opening day in the majors, give you all the key matchups, the pitching matchups, who's going to do what. We've eschewed the whip around because Dietz is back with us. I think we should have Dietz put the shirt on during the break.
Don't threaten me with a good time.
Put it on. Back in the deuce.
This is Snowman in the Morning.
The spirit of battle is a powerful force. It's a force that drives us, pushes us beyond our limits. It's a fire in our hearts that fuels our determination, our commitment, our strive for greatness. Every challenge faced, every obstacle overcome, it sharpens our skills and fortifies our resolve. This relentless pursuit of excellence makes the journey so exhilarating. And the victory, it makes the victory sweet.
Race car drivers change lanes very fast, but with no outside mirrors. How come they don't crash? Introducing Angel View, the new wide-angle mirror that reduces blind spots. Angel View simply snaps over your car's rear view mirror, giving you a 160-degree view behind you. Just look at the difference. Look, ordinary rear view mirrors are small and flat, but Angel View has a huge mirror with curved glass. This convex shape allows you to see both blind spots with one glance. And with our Pro Edition special coating, it's anti-glare at night. Get your Angel View now for just $19.99. But wait, Angel View may be discontinued. Due to rising costs, Angel View is stopping manufacturing effective immediately. Once the current inventory is gone, it's gone forever. Order now.
Call 1-800-495-0761. That's 1-800-495-0761. Or visit getangelview.com. Order now.
Drew Willingham.
In this case, yeah, you put the blame on Kyle Shanahan for apparently not preparing the team enough for the overtime rules, supposedly.
Cole Johnson.
Peyton was considered the winner, and he was the darling of all darlings for Gerald.
With a special appearance by Tyrone Alizé McDummy.
Ain't nobody calling me. Text delete, 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 delete.
Join these two football enthusiasts as they give you Total Football Talk. Live every Monday at 4 p.m. Eastern, 3 p.m. Central on the Sertoba Media and the Comey Media YouTube channels.
Owen, let's talk for a second.
Hi, Ellen. Come on in.
When you came into my life, it was a whirlwind.
I just can't do it.
It'll come to you.
It won't.
We had a lot to learn about each other. A lot. Hey, looks good. Things were changing so quickly. We didn't know what the future would hold. Any of us. I just wish you felt more at home now. But we knew you would always be a part of it. Adopting you was the best decision in our life. And I am so proud to call you my son.
Because we take this job so serious.
Dear Bronsexuals, you. Dear Facebook for allowing Bronsexuals on. You. Dear ESPN for putting Braun. Dear ESPN for putting Braun on in 2003. You, and you.
What in the all types of blue hell?
This is Snowman in the Morning.
Or after the hour, of course, the shirt is now on. As Dietz said, going into the break, don't threaten me with a good time, which is what I've been doing to this man for 9 years on the air, and he always takes me up on my
We're always having a good time.
Oh, yeah.
Speaking of having a good time, I got to throw some people under the bus here.
Oh no!
So
who's getting
speaking of this shirt? So I had everybody sign it, right? So I'm having everybody sign it. But the thing is, I was trying to keep my boy. I was trying to keep my boy Ryan. I was trying to keep Ryan Kennel. I didn't want him. I didn't want him to see it until the whole shirt was filled up with signatures. And I wanted him to. And I wanted him to sign the middle.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I wanted him to sign the heart and do all that.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
I'm at the bar and I'm running around like a crazy person. And there was a band. So I'm being nice to the band. I'm like, all right, I'm not going to like interrupt their stuff. But they finish a set and I go up to the band member and I'm like, hey, can you just say over the mic, tell Ryan to come to the middle of the dance floor?
Mm-hmm.
And the guy's like, oh, I just unplugged the mic. And I'm like, God damn it. So then I'm like, I go to the bartender and I'm like, hey, can you just lower the music? And the guy's like, no. So I had to shout over everybody, try to get Ryan. He comes to the Ryan is like, what am I doing? What is happening right now? Comes to the middle. He sees me, he sees the shirt, and he just looks at me, shakes his head, and goes, I don't know what to do. Brian is so lucky that they didn't lower the music. Guys, I would have shouted. I was shouting over everybody. It was funny. It was fantastic. But in true, and just for everybody out there, it was awesome. They had a whole panel. They had a whole panel of discussions at MegaCon. The Geeks and Gamers guys had a whole panel. They're all up on stage. And Snowman, I know you won't be surprised at this. So they at the end, they're like, oh, we're going to open the floor for a few questions.
Oh, boy.
I'm sure if you watch that video and you get to the question segment, I'm sure you know who one of those questions is from, Snowman. I know you know. I was the first one running up and jumping out and asking a question to these guys. So,
of course,
yeah, it was like I said, it was awesome. We're trying to do stuff.
I am not surprised you were one of the first ones to jump up and ask a question. Who am I talking to here? Right?
Yeah. I was like, wait. I was like, who else is going to come up here?
Who else is going to run up there and ask a question? 27 after the hour. A lot of baseball to get to. We got a Nacua situation. We got a NFL schedule situation in which Dietz was proven right yet again. We're going to get to all of that, and sprinkled in, it will be parts of Dietz's vacation. To baseball we go, and today 1:15 at Citi Field, the Pittsburgh Pirates and the New York Mets get going. Skeens opens for the Pirates, Peralta for the Mets. And you're a Mets fan. You're a Mets aficionado. Have they done enough to compete in the division this year?
It all comes down to which Phillies team shows up. I mean, the Phillies on paper should run away with the NL East.
I agree.
But we've seen this. You've seen it a million times with team that has everything going for them. They re-signed all of their guys. They've got Bryce Harper, who I'll say it right now, Bryce Harper has the sweetest swing in baseball. Just watching him swing, you can just tell when he hits the ball. You can tell how violent that swing is. Mm-hmm. So they have everything. The Phillies have everything set up for them. I question whether they have the pitching and whether they have the back end of their pitching set up to make a run. But if they falter for some reason, there's no reason why the Mets can't compete in this. And I get it, losing Pete Alonso, that was big. That was big. I think it was more of a bigger loss to the heart of the team rather than a big loss. They can make up Pete's. They can make up his presence in the lineup. But it's all gonna come down to shortstop and second base. How the shortstop and second baseman play, and can they contribute at the same level this year? Can Lindor be the same guy he was last year, or better than he was last year? That's what the Mets season comes down to: is can Lindor carry this team?
Not only Lindor, they've also signed Bo Bichette, who's with the Mets now. How's he going to fit in with this lineup?
Bo Bichette is, again, he's that same kind of guy where he can give us some pop in the bat, but he's a guy. The Mets are not going to be dink and home run. They're going to have to move runners along. They're going to have to play. I know this seems weird in the modern era, as we talk about modern eras of everything. This modern era of baseball, the Mets are really built in an old school way of get them on, get them over, get them in. And that's how they're going to have. That's how I see they're going to have to live. And you know this all too well. We talked about it when they signed the kid from the White Sox.
Luis Robert, yes.
Yeah, when the Mets made the trade for Luis Roberts, I mean, what's always the big thing about the Mets? Can they stay healthy? Do they have a training staff that can get guys? What happens with the Mets is it's not even like guys get hurt. It's guys get hurt and they're like, oh, this guy will be out for 7 to 10 days. And then 30 days later, they're still not back. Like, they get injuries that just all of a sudden turn into season end. They get like week-long injuries that turn into season enders.
And that's what's happened with Luis Robert the last 2 years in Chicago. He starts off great, then he gets into a slump, and all of a sudden he gets injured, and you don't hear from him for the rest of the year. And Victor brings up a great point, and you said it before: get him on, get him over, and get him in. If there's one thing the Mets, as well as my White Sox, and I'll get to them in a minute, have failed at doing the last couple of years, RISP, runners in scoring position. They get them on. Sometimes they get them over. They just don't get them in.
Yeah, I mean, we saw it in the game. We saw it in the game last night. I mean, the Yankees were scoring runs, and the Giants were shut out and still not trying to get runs on the board. They were still trying to swing for the fences, and it's like you're down when you're down by that much. It's getting that first run across the board. Getting that you need something to get as we are here, Snowman. Get the snowball rolling. Like get the ball rolling down the hill. You need to get that first run. Get that first run. Because that first run could lead to a second run and a third run. And then a pitcher starts pitching where he's giving up runs. Now he starts throwing meatballs, and now you could start hitting. Yep. So it's always been that way in baseball. But we've seen the modern era, which is, hey, just hit a blast. You know, a dink and a blast. That's what everybody plays for. If you don't have Aaron Judge in your lineup, if you don't have Pete Alonso in your lineup, that it's going to be a guaranteed home run. Like you need to find a way to manufacture runs across the board.
Yes, you do.
And as somebody who's grown up as a Mets fan, I mean, we had Jacob deGrom, who had an under 1 ERA and was losing games and he would give up 1 or 2 runs and all of a sudden and the Mets couldn't score. Like it was like you have a guy out there, and this is going to be the problem today because we all know Skeens is. He's as lights out as anybody's going to be. So he's not going to give you that home run pitch. You're going to have to manufacture a run and manufacture a run, get on the board and see where it goes from there.
Yeah. Pitch from ahead, not from behind. Victor Locke with us. I'll never forget the game I did with Snowman. 3 separate times, the White Sox had the bases loaded with no outs, including in the 7th when it looked like they were going to push and run across, and they couldn't get anybody across. You know what the final score of that game was? 2-1, 3-1, 3-1. It was 3-1. We got a run in the first. Cleveland got a run in the 4th, a run in the 6th, and the run in the 7th. And the inning before that, the White Sox had the bases loaded 3 times and got nothing. And yes,
as you know, as I tell everybody, and I know we got some new listeners, we got some new people in here who haven't listened, but as Snowman knows, I watch these games. I watch games at the bar, so I talk to people all the time, and it is a trickle down situation where I've had conversations with people. 4th inning of the game, you see a guy on second base, and I'm like, bunt him. I'm like, bunt that guy over, get a run it. Oh no! I've had conversations a million times with people where fans of baseball are saying, "Oh, there's plenty of time left. There's plenty of time left. You know, it's only the 5th inning. There's no reason to give up." And I've had talks with my man Hunter Golden, who is since college the most baseball aficionado I've ever talked. He knows every stat, knows everything about baseball. I've had drag him out fights with him about sacrifice bunt. Don't. There's no need to give up an out. It's only the 5th inning, and I'm like, no. That run is so important. Get a run across the board is so important. It's so important for momentum. It's so important to the mindset of everybody, from the starting pitcher to how the catcher is now telling the defense to line up, how the shifts are going. Being up and being tied are 2 different things. And when people are playing from behind, they're trying to force the issue, and that's when mistakes happen. That's when you can pile it on.
Yeah, I mentioned that game again that I did with Victor against Cleveland. 3 times you get the bases loaded with less than 2 outs and you don't score. You don't deserve to win that game. Speaking of the White Sox, let me get this one in. White Sox and Brewers today, 2 p.m. from Milwaukee. Shane Smith gets the start for the White Sox this afternoon. Back to the Mets. How do you make up for the loss of Pete Alonso in that lineup? I know you mentioned Lindor. Who else needs to step up for the Mets today?
Obviously the big signing, Bo Bichette. Bo Bichette has got to be a guy. He's got to be a run. Like I said, he's got to be. We don't need him to be Pete Alonso.
Right.
And when I say we, obviously I'm talking as a Mets fan, so I take my analysis hat off. But Bo, you don't need to be Pete. You don't need to replace his home runs. You need to replace his run production.
Mm-hmm.
So if Lindor's on second base and Bo Bichette hits a double, that still scores a run. That's still producing a run that Pete Alonso would have produced. So
right.
We don't need to replace the 40 home runs that Pete Alonso is going to hit. We need to replace the 40 runs that Pete Alonso was creating. Find other ways to do it. I don't think the Mets have the power to do it. We need guys like Brandon Nimmo to be Brandon Nimmo. Get on base, get over, and hope. Lindor and Bichette, let them drive you in.
I'll have Victor says I have musings about this because Dietz is always brings up a fantastic point. What happened to small ball and manufacturing runs? That was the White Sox identity in 2005. They manufactured runs. The great teams that are champions manufacture runs. They manufacture runs. And all I got to point back to is the 2025 World Series, where the Dodgers were down 3-2 going back to the Sky Dome. And what the Dodgers do in Game 6, they manufactured 7 runs. They didn't hit any home runs in that game. They manufactured them. They peppered the ball all over the place.
Yeah, I was just going to say, we could go back to the last baseball game that we called in October, Game 7. How many times were the Blue Jays ahead? The Blue Jays were ahead in that game
for 8 innings.
And how many times did we say they got a guy on second base? They need to get that guy over and get him in. And what happened? They swung for the long ball, left the guy on second base, and what happens? Dodgers come back and tie the game. If they had an extra run, Dodgers don't tie the game. The game ends in the 9th inning, and the Blue Jays are celebrating a World Series rather than watching Will Smith hit the game-winning home run.
Don't say it. I know the joke you made at the end of that game. Don't say it. Don't say it.
That was a once in a lifetime moment. If you missed it live, you didn't see it.
I won't repeat it here, but you bring up a great point in manufacturing runs. The Blue Jays jumped on top early. Thank you, Bo Bichette, with a 3-run blast. They led for 8 innings. It was 3-0, then it was 3-1, and then 3-2. They get one extra run in the 6th inning. They make it 4-2, and they don't score again. In the 7th, the 8th, the 9th, and the 11th innings, the Blue Jays had runners in scoring position and failed to score. If they get an extra run in that 7th inning, when they eventually loaded the bases with 1 out, they loaded the bases with 1 out in the 7th inning. They get 1 extra run in that 7th inning. This ends in Toronto in regulation with the Blue Jays celebrating and not the Dodgers.
And that's why I say manufacturing runs. Look, I don't care when you score. Obviously, in the 9th inning, runs matter. But you know what? In the 1st inning, in the 3rd inning, those runs still count.
They do.
That's what I've always said about baseball and the modern baseball fan. The modern baseball fan is, first I'll watch the 1st inning, I'll watch the last inning. No, there's innings in between. Those innings count too.
There's 7 other innings in between. If you just watch the first inning and the last inning, there's innings in between that. You play with 27 outs. This is not just for a Mets fan or a White Sox fan or Astros fan or everybody. You play with 27 outs. You got 27 outs to win the game. No matter if it's the first game of the year or the last game of the year. You got 27 outs to play with to win the game. Score some runs. Forget this modern baseball stuff. I love seeing small ball. I love seeing small ball when you have a runner at second base and nobody out, drop a bunt. Because in modern baseball, no one expects you to bunt. You can drop a bunt easy.
And I don't understand. I never understood. Like people say, oh, I played college baseball. I know for a fact that these guys bunt. They bunt in batting practice. That's always the first 10 pitches. Hey, bunt the ball down, bunt the ball down, bunt the ball here, bunt the ball there. So when everybody says, "Oh, he's a power hitter, he can't bunt," I'm like, yeah. Every single batting practice, that was what our coach made us do. Bunt the ball here, it didn't matter. It didn't matter if you were. I'll shout out my boy Matt. It didn't matter if you were Matt Talbot and you were 6'7", 270 pounds, and hit bombs. First 10 pitches, bunt. First 10 pitches, bunt the ball. Then you could swing. Then you could swing away. So every single person knows how. Every single person that's ever played baseball knows how to bunt the ball.
Mm-hmm.
It is a very, very good skill to master. It's a very hard skill to master. Everybody knows how to do it, and that's what I always get to. They're like, "Oh, he's a power hitter. He doesn't know how to bunt." I'm like, no, they know how to do it.
They do. We're due for a break. When we come back, we got more baseball, more funny stories from Orlando. And then...
Wait a minute, Snowman. Before we go to break, and you said more baseball?
More baseball.
No one talks about baseball.
I hate you. I hate you. But say it again. Say it again. Say it.
No one talks about baseball.
Are you for real?
I hate your ass for that joke, but I love and you for always making that joke because you know I'm a baseball aficionado. We got a break, and yes, wait, what? I got too many jokes in my head now. Let me do one from Ryan McCoffey. What? A black man talks baseball? If you didn't see the interview that McCoffey and I did, it's on the YouTube page. Back in a deuce.
This is Snowman in the Morning.
Whether it's news, the largest egg producer finds bird flu in chickens at a Texas plant, weather, devastating tornadoes rip through the heart of the United States, inspiration, a breast cancer survivor completed the journey of chemotherapy and now begins a future one of matrimony or sports. Michael Jordan is shown on a photo with Diddy. LeBron James has a video extolling the virtues of a Diddy party. This has been yet another beating a dead horse presentation. We got you covered. BS3 Network, in association with Comey Media Incorporated, proudly present The Morning Shift with Cole Johnson. Live every weekday at 8 a.m. Eastern, 7 a.m. Central.
SeatGeek is the ticketing app for fans like the high five strangers guy. game-winning interception. First down. Just a nice, solid tackle. If you're in arm's length, you will be swapping skin with this extrovert. You see, he knows SeatGeek got him a great deal on tickets, so he can focus on what he does best, smacking palms. SeatGeek handles the tickets to sports, concerts, and more, so fans can fan.
The spirit of battle is a powerful force. It's a force that drives us, pushes us beyond our limits. It's a fire in our hearts that fuels our determination, our commitment, our strive for greatness. Every challenge faced, every obstacle overcome, it sharpens our skills and fortifies our resolve. This relentless pursuit of excellence makes the journey so exhilarating. And the victory, it makes the victory sweet.
Race car drivers change lanes very fast, but with no outside mirrors. How come they don't crash? Introducing Angel View, the new wide-angle mirror that reduces blind spots. Angel View simply snaps over your car's rear view mirror, giving you a 160-degree view behind you. Just look at the difference. Look, ordinary rear view mirrors are small and flat, but Angel View has a huge mirror with curved glass. This convex shape allows you to see both blind spots with one glance. And with our Pro Edition special coating, it's anti-glare at night. Get your Angel View now for just $19.99. But wait, Angel View may be discontinued. Due to rising costs, Angel View is stopping manufacturing effective immediately. Once the current inventory is gone, it's gone forever. Order now.
Call 1-800-495-0761. That's 1-800-495-0761. Or visit GetAngelView.com. Order now.
Because we take this job so serious.
What are we doing? What in the all types of blue hell?
This is Snowman in the Morning.
All right, I can't help it. Fundamental baseball.
I ain't got no time for this bullshit.
That's what the monitor fan is saying. 10 minutes to the hour. Dietz is hanging out with me. All right, give me another funny story from your vacation while we get ready to get reset here.
All right, so first off, I missed my flight on Thursday, which was a hassle in itself.
Mm-hmm.
So I fly in on Friday,
mm-hmm.
and I get the first flight out Friday morning, and so I can't check into the hotel. So I figure, all right, let's just go to the con. Let's go to the con. Let's walk around the con for a few hours until my check-in time. Right.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm walking around the con, trying to find the Rip-A-Verse tent, and I'm trying to find all of this stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm walking around, and I've told this story before off the air, but I'll tell it on. So there's a streamer that I watch. Her name is Sevi,
mm-hmm.
and I won a raffle. In her. She had a raffle because she hit 2,000 subs, and she was doing a raffle. I put my name in it, and
mm-hmm.
all of a sudden I hear my name announced, and I'm like, oh my god, I won. So it has been a nightmare trying for me and Sevi to try to get on board so that she could give me the prize I won. So I'm walking around the con. Now, again, I'm just off the flight, so I have everything I brought in my backpack. I probably have like 60 pounds of just everything on my back in my back. And I'm walking around looking for this one thing, looking for this one tent. And all of a sudden, I turn the corner, and in all the space in this entire con, I turn around, and you can see it on her live stream. I run in and I go, Sevy? And she looks at me, and I run into her the minute I get there. I bump into Sevy, and we start talking, and she's like, we start talking about the prize I won and whatnot, and she goes, you know what? Screw it. You know what? Let me just get you something here. And I'll buy you something at the con, and we'll figure it out. So what happens? So we're walking around. I'm thinking, like, you know what? Maybe I'll get one of these comics, one of these rare comics that I want, or whatever. And then we pass it, and I'll show it off to everybody. So if you don't know who this is, if you can't tell from the little pop, so it's a little pop figure. Now, this is a character from the movie Beetlejuice.
Yes.
And if you know anything about Beetlejuice, you know that the family name in Beetlejuice is the Dietz family.
Dietz, yeah.
So I had her. So Sevy got me Lydia Dietz, and Lydia Dietz is now in the Gino Naz studio, and she is she's a part of the table now. But that's how crazy this is. In a con of what, 10,000 people?
Yeah.
People of every walk of life. You couldn't make this up. The first corner I turn, I run into Sevy. I run into Sevy, and you couldn't make it up that she was live streaming, and I'm just like, oh, whoops. So again, another live stream event that live stream. The minute I get there, I'm like, hey, this is Fifth Down Sports. Right in the, you couldn't make this up.
Oh man, talk about timing, huh?
It was great, but again, Lydia Dietz, the Dietz family, that is our claim to fame. We summoned Beetlejuice.
Jeez Louise. On that note, we're taking. It's Chris Dietz's sister, says Victor Log. Napoleon Johnamite has the response to the button I played earlier. And Ocean View Coffee Shop is in the house with us. Says happy opening day. Happy opening day to you. I'm gonna throw this out there and hope it sticks. To Ocean View Coffee Shop, how do we promote you? What is your signature drink? I'll do a live read for it right here on the program. We got a few minutes before the top of the hour, so we'll take our halftime break. When we come back, okay. All right, Deeds, set me up again, because we're going to talk even more baseball. Do it.
More baseball? No one talks about baseball.
That never gets old. 56 after the hour. We're back in a few for hour 2 of Snowman in the Morning in a Deuce.
This is Snowman in the Morning.
Here's an important message from the Diabetes Solution Center. Do you like pricking your fingers to test your blood sugar levels? No one does, but it's important to maintain your health. And now, by wearing a small remote device called a continuous glucose monitor, or CGM, you don't need to prick your fingers anymore. It's easy to use and helps you make more accurate diabetes treatment decisions. If you are testing your blood sugar 3 or more times daily, injecting insulin, or using an insulin pump, call the Diabetes Solution Center right now. And if you have Medicare or most major insurance coverage, you may be able to get a new CGM at little to no out-of-pocket cost. Shipping is free, and we'll even bill your insurance company for you. If you are testing your blood sugar 3 or more times daily, injecting insulin, or using an insulin pump, call the Diabetes Solution Center right now to learn how to end the painful finger sticks and get your own continuous glucose monitor, or CGM, at little to no out-of-pocket cost.
Are you waking up in the morning with a sore jaw, headaches, maybe even ringing in your ears, all because you're grinding and clenching your teeth at night? That's exactly what was going on with me. That's when I found this, the Brooks Night Guard. Now, the Brooks Night Guard redirects the bite force away from the back teeth, reducing jaw pain while still protecting the teeth. This unique design is what makes Brooks Night Guard different from all other traditional grind guards. Go to brooksnightguard.com and order yours today.
SeatGeek is the ticketing app for fans like Boomstick Lady. No free throw is safe from the roar of her sticks. SeatGeek helps her find a seat in the direct eye line of the shooter so she can sit where her boomsticks make the biggest boom. Everybody okay? SeatGeek handles the tickets to sports, concerts, and more, so fans can fan.
Hey everyone, I'm joined by my old friend, Mr. Ellis Williams, AKA Mr. Biggs. You called me and you told me, you said, man, I got CarShield and it worked. What made you get it?
I have this old SUV and I know the manufacturer warranty is about to run out. I don't want to get stuck with expensive car repairs.
Right.
So I gave CarShield a call. Coverage was very affordable and there was no long-term contract. A few months after that, transmission went on my car. I took it to my mechanic, they called CarShield and saved my family and I $2,400.
CarShield is America's #1 auto protection company. Their administrators have paid out over $1 billion in claims and cover most vehicles from 5,000 to 150,000 miles. You'll receive 24/7 roadside assistance, courtesy towing, rental reimbursement at no additional charge.
Give CarShield a call today before it's too late. Remember,
CarShield cars go farther.
Protect yourself now against expensive auto repair bills. Call 800-513-9263.
This planet has been great to me. It's given me gifts that I can't even explain. It's given me adventures and memories I'll never forget. And Battleborn, I think, has given me the opportunity to go beyond and give something back. How can I be a better custodian to this planet and the place I live? That's where I am with Battleborn. Let's make the planet a better place.
During bad weather, driving can become downright dangerous.
What's your emergency, please?
Trust Battle Vision Storm, the revolutionary glare reduction glasses that turn your sight bright during bad weather at night or during the day. Watch your ordinary vision become extraordinary. Battle Vision Storm uses light optimizing lenses that block blue rays so you see clearly in heavy rain at night or blinding snow during the day. Heavy rain, snow, sleet, or fog can make it impossible to drive. Not with Battle Vision Storm. Get your Battle Vision Storm for only $19.99. But wait, due to rising costs and supply chain shortages, this may be your last chance to get your very own at this low price. There is a strict limit of 4 Battle Vision Storm per order while supplies last. Don't wait, order now.
Call 1-800-483-6319 or visit battlevisionstorm.com. So call 1-800-483-6319 now.
The Big Ten.
You can say you're not impressed. You can say you're not happy. You can say all these things, but no, whatever the case may be, the Buckeyes are on top of the football world. And it's just where it is.
The SEC.
And what does Georgia do? Well, as a team that has a championship pedigree would do, they came out full guns blazing, just like a tested SEC team would do. And
Big 12.
That team right there that is ranked 15 that put up 45 points.
Yes, sir.
They were picked dead last at the beginning of the season.
The ACC.
Start with the biggest name first. Chapel Bill now. It's no longer called Chapel Hill. It's called Chapel Hill because Bill Belichick is now the head coach of the North Carolina Tar Heels. The CLP rankings, do away with that.
Right.
Do away with it.
Bring down the gridiron on the Playmakers Blog Network YouTube channel and where you can find podcasts. Because we take this job so serious.
Well, that game sucked.
What in the all types of blue hell?
This is Snowman in the Morning.
Having fun win. That's all I got to say. 11:02, 2 after the hour. We owe you an ID. This is Snowman in the Morning.
You're listening to WQVZ, 1700 AM Mission Radio.
Ball goes Benton, Caleb Williams.
Chapel Hill now.
Broadcasting live in your region, across our nation, and around the world. This is Snowman Multimedia.
I'm on Alarm Island.
It's really, in the end, basically a skill issue.
Who told this lie? We need to see it.
It's really, in the end, basically
I did that twice.
a skill issue.
I am cute.
Give me them cocks.
Now get out of my face, you
I played that twice. I didn't. You know what? I didn't realize.
Hey, you played it twice. That
I did.
You know what that is. You know what that is. A skill issue.
It is. It is. Especially the excuse I will offer, especially when I did those at 2:00 in the morning. All right.
Hey, we've been talking about great moments, and we've been talking about opening day. So for the second hour, what I want people in the chat to do is I want to know who's your favorite baseball player.
Well,
just put him in there. Put him in there. Who's your favorite player of all the? Not the greatest player. Who's your favorite player?
I already told you who mine is.
Because I know who yours is, and I got.
Oh, that's one.
I got the card to show mine.
Gooden.
Doc K.
Love watching.
And I got this. I got this for Snowman.
Big Herd. Frank Thomas.
Big Herd. With the time bomb in his bat.
With the time bomb in his bat.
I think this right here, this card, just the visual of this card says everything you need to know about Frank Thomas.
I loved watching him play. Somebody's waiting for it.
It was.
Take a look at this Empress right here. Turn around for us.
You mind explaining to me why the camera's already on me?
Do a turn for us. I was in the process of explaining it. Come on, do a turn for us.
All right, fine.
See? That's why. Yes, McCarthy. I know Frank Thomas is suing the White Sox, and rightfully so. Especially given the fact that Frank Thomas is a Hall of Famer, I'll touch that tomorrow. But the question was posed at the top of hour 2: who is your favorite baseball player? We already got some responses. Ken Griffey Jr. for Pizzle. There you go. There's the kid. Ken Griffey Jr. Nolan Ryan. Who's Jen's favorite baseball player?
The only one I really know is Shohei Ohtani.
That works.
That works.
For two reasons. One, he's one of the people responsible for helping the Dodgers win during the year that Gargura was their mascot from HoloLive Night. And two, he's in Fortnite.
No. And three, nacho fries.
Nacho fry. Do you want a nacho fry? Do you want a nacho fry?
So I've got an opening day story. I've got an opening day story about this guy.
About Dr. K, what you got?
Yes, this is the original Dr. K, and then there's Snowman's Dr. K.
Yes, we're talking about Dwight Gooden here.
But I'm talking about this guy. So, and of course, this has to deal with 10-year-old me. So in 1994, the Mets were at opening day, and we were there just running around like the dumb kids that we were. Me and my brother running around, and at that time, Dwight Gooden was in a serious legal issue.
Mm-hmm.
And they didn't know if he was going to play on opening day. And of course, I'm running around. Doc was my favorite player, so I had my Doc Gooden jersey on.
Yeah.
Now, I am 10 years old at this point.
Mm-hmm.
Why Fox 5 News in New York City decided, you know what? We're going to report on Dwight Gooden's legal issues, and you know who we're going to bring on to give in-depth analysis to Dwight Gooden's legal issues?
Oh no!
A 10-year-old me. They asked me about Dwight Gooden's legal problems.
You can't make this up.
As a 10-year-old, and I was just like, well, Dwight's my favorite player, so let's go. I was like, so whatever. So it doesn't matter. Whatever the judge says, if he says he's not guilty, let's go. That was it. Yes, I was like, how do you interview a 10-year-old about that problem right there? Can't make that stuff up.
So you got interviewed by a television station for Doc Gooden's legal issue in 1994. What were they thinking?
Yes. I have no idea. I think they just wanted somebody with a Dwight Gooden jersey on, and somehow I fit that bill.
That brings your question to mind. What are we doing?
With everything we've known over the last 9 years, so man, doesn't it just make sense that somehow in that situation the camera found me?
It makes total sense. It makes total sense. It really does. It makes total sense. McCarthy says my favorite player, Mariano Rivera. I got to saw him play in Albany and followed his career from there. Let me see if I can do a good impression of, I believe his name is Bob Shepard, who was the longtime Yankees PA announcer before he passed away in 2000. Now pitching for the Yankees, number 42, Mariano Rivera. Number 42. So now we got to give, you know what? I have a suggestion. We got to put Jen in an Ohtani.
We got to put me in what?
A Shohei Ohtani jersey.
Now, unfortunately, Ryan, I don't have a Mo card, but I know at my house I have the Mo Rivera book, which
nice.
When I met him and had an autograph I got an autographed copy of Mo Rivera's book. So, but that's stashed away. That's stashed away for safekeeping.
Good. The last player ever to wear number 42, Mariano Rivera. Angie Blinken says Javi Lopez was one of my favorites. I remember Javi Lopez. longtime catcher for the Atlanta Braves, if I'm correct.
Yeah, well, all I can say is we got too many Braves fans in the chat now.
Jay is a Braves fan. I saw him. Ryan says I saw him get inducted in Cooperstown in 2019. One of the greatest sports moments of my life. I would love a trip to I would love to make a trip to Cooperstown just to see a Hall of Fame ceremony. I would love to have been there to see my favorite player, Frank Thomas, get inducted. So we got more on the docket. I don't
know if I want to go back to Cooperstown.
Why? I think
the last time I was at Cooperstown, I played on the field. Our team was up. Our team was up there. We toured the Hall of Fame. We walked around, and then the next day we got to play a Little League game on the Cooperstown field.
Very nice.
Like I said, that's my last. I think I want to keep that as my lasting memory of Cooperstown.
Pizzle says better Braves than the Scrubs. Yeah. I don't want nothing to do with the Chicago Scrubs this year at all. Let's go through our schedule. Start at 1:15. As mentioned, the Pirates and the Mets from Citi Field. 2:10, you got the White Sox and the Brewers. That's a game I'll have here on the channel. 2:00 is the pregame show. Angels and Astros at 4:10. 4:15 sees the Rays and the Cardinals. None of the rest of the games. 2:20, and these are all Eastern time. We'll see the Nats and the Cubs. Go Nationals. Twins and Orioles at 3:05. 4:10, Red Sox and Reds. Sorry, Shane. 4:10 also Tigers and Padres from San Diego. 4:15, we'll see the Rangers and the Philadelphia Phillies. 8:30 on Peacock, we'll see the Diamondbacks and the Dodgers, and I might put my ears to that one. And then to finish off the night, we have the Cleveland Guardians and the Seattle Mariners at 10:10. That's your schedule for today, and that's our scoreboard update, or one of our scoreboard updates. Nothing but baseball today, and I know what Dietz is going to say. I'm going to get ready right now. And yes, we're still talking baseball. Dietz, set me up. Go for it.
Still talking baseball? Nobody talks about baseball.
Bitch, are you for real?
Wait.
Let me explain why I'm laughing. My Dr. K just had a retort that always gets me laughing. When she said just a moment ago, quote, baseball, why would anybody talk about baseball? Baseball's not a sport. Close quote. According to Jody, here it gets even funnier. According to Jody, we were doing a skit off the air, and first thing I said was, "What about baseball?" And Dr. K says, "Baseball is not a sport. Baseball is just a reason for people to get together and get drunk." And what she also said was, she said this about hockey. Hockey's not a sport. Hockey is a reason for people to get together and fight. I mean, she's not wrong.
She's not wrong. She's not wrong on that.
On either of those, she's not wrong. Dietz and I, rule number one. She's not wrong.
We had a team here in New Haven. We had a team here in New Haven called the New Haven Beast, and they were an AHL team. And in high school, we used to go to them. Why? Because it was fighting on ice.
There you go.
That was their claim to fame. Was every game, every period, there would be a fight.
You know what? We're gonna We're going to end this with a lot of fun. But Napoleon, I have to do this. In honor of Napoleon Dynamite, baseball not a sport.
That's a lie.
Okay, Dietz, I'll ask you this. If there's one team that could be, I think you mentioned them earlier, if there's one team this year that could be a Jekyll and Hyde situation, who is that team? I believe I know your answer, but I want to hear you say it.
Oh, it's the Philadelphia Phillies.
That's what I thought.
They're the one team that they can challenge the Dodgers for being the best team in baseball, or they could be a 65 win team. I mean, it really is. When do their bats get hot, and how does their pitching hold up?
Yeah. Napoleon says, my A's don't play until tomorrow, and they open this season in Toronto. Oh, Lord.
But we have to get back. We have to get back to what you said in the scoreboard, because that is really depressing.
What is?
The White Sox game is going to be behind a paywall on Peacock.
No, not the White Sox game. The Dodgers and the Diamondbacks are on Peacock.
Dodger back. Okay, but still, I don't care what game it is. I don't care what game it is.
It shouldn't be on a pay.
There should be no opening day baseball game that is behind a paywall. It should be every opening day game should be out there for the public to get. I don't care where it is.
Mm-hmm. I agree with that. Chiaki is with us. I hope I said that right. She says, howdy. Good morning, Chiaki. Of course, Napoleon. Oh, Lord. Where's that sound I'm looking for? Because there's a sound I need to play. And I can't find it. This is my fault. I can't. I'll just do it live here. What happened? What happened?
Sorry, Mom just rang. She wanted to know what I was doing about tea tonight.
Oh. Napoleon says, Snowman at Cooperstown, we need to see it. No, y'all don't.
Oh, I believe I saw Chiaki up on the screen for a moment.
Oh, yeah. She was.
Hi, Chiaki.
Where is it? Right here. There's Chiaki. Right there. It was the first. McCarthy says it was the first and probably last time I'll go to Cooperstown for an induction ceremony. It was nuts. I believe it. I don't have a favorite, says Angie Blanken. I usually root for the underdog. Well, there's a few underdogs coming into this season. Napoleon's coming about the A's. It's not a marathon, it's a sprint, Napoleon Dynamite, a long marathon. Yeah, 162 games. But the A's are playing the defending American League champions. And of course, Pizzle chimes in when I repeated Dr. K's comment. She's not wrong. No, she's not. Been to plenty of baseball games, and people have gotten plenty drunk, especially 2005 World Series Game 2 when Pasednik walked us off. That was a hoot getting home from that game. I'm glad I took public transportation. McCarthy says, it's the beast of New Haven, Dietz. Get it right.
They were the greatest. They were the greatest thing to watch. Like I said, it was fighting on ice. It was not even hockey. It was fantastic.
Chiaki says, how is there? Oh, I think she meant to say everyone. We're doing good. Fishing is a reason for people to get together and get drunk. Yeah, that too. Any sporting event, and I've seen them, is a reason for people to get together and get drunk. Period. Baseball is just the most obvious because they serve beer until what? For most ballparks, till what? The seventh inning.
Yeah, I think it's the sixth inning now.
Oh, they cut it back to the
They've
sixth inning.
even backed it. They've even backed it off the seventh inning stretch. I have to try to remember. It depends on how the game is flowing.
Mm-hmm. First
Because I
game
know
out-
it's something like 3.5. Like they have to be 3.5 innings out.
Yeah. First game I went to in 82 at Old Comiskey Park, they didn't stop serving beer until the 8th inning. And by that time, my and I were ready to get the hell up out of there. We were playing the California Angels. Yes, the California Angels. A's sent to the Wolves, says Victor. No, A's are sent to the Sky Dome to die. I don't care what anybody says. It's the Oakland Athletics. I don't care if it's Sacramento or Las Vegas, or it's the Oakland Athletics. What is the greatest food? We'll go into commercial and then we'll finish with this. Think about this, y'all. Going to a break. If you've ever been to a baseball game or a sporting event, since we're talking about it, or a sporting event, what's the best food you've ever had at said sporting event? And speaking of food, Jen, this one's for you. Food and sports and more food. Banging a deuce.
This is Snowman in the Morning.
Whether it's news, the largest egg producer finds bird flu in chickens at a Texas plant, weather, devastating tornadoes rip through the heart of the United States, inspiration, a breast cancer survivor completed the journey of chemotherapy, and now begins a future one of matrimony or sports. Michael Jordan is shown on a photo with Diddy. LeBron James has a video extolling the virtues of a Diddy party. This has been yet another beating a dead horse presentation. We got you covered. BS3 Network, in association with Comey Media Incorporated, proudly present The Morning Shift with Cole Johnson. Live every weekday at 8 a.m. Eastern, 7 a.m. Central.
SeatGeek is the ticketing app for fans like the High Five Strangers guy. Game-winning interception. First down. Just a nice, solid tackle. If you're in arm's length, you will be swapping skin with this extrovert. You see, he knows SeatGeek got him a great deal on tickets, so he can focus on what he does best, smacking palms. SeatGeek handles the tickets to sports, concerts, and more, so fans can fan.
The spirit of battle is a powerful force. It's a force that drives us, pushes us beyond our limits. It's a fire in our hearts that fuels our determination, our commitment, our strive for greatness. Every challenge faced, every obstacle overcome, it sharpens our skills and fortifies our resolve. This relentless pursuit of excellence makes the journey so exhilarating. And the victory, it makes the victory sweet.
Hey, Eagles fan. Join my man Cool McCain and a host of others as they break down every single game, every single week in an objective manner and also from a fan's perspective as well. Remember, this cast feels just like you. Nobody likes you. And you don't care. Fly, Eagles, fly. Eagles Elite Podcast. Every Wednesday at 8:30 p.m. Eastern on YouTube and other podcast outlets. Cause we take this job so serious.
Get me the out of here, please.
Hey! There it is.
Damn it!
What in the all types of blue hell?
This is Snowman in the Morning.
Tomorrow to talk WNBA and more stuff, but we got a a couple of sweet 16 matchups to talk about. And this first one, I'm calling for an upset. We're in the West region. 7:10 is the tip-off time. It's 11th seeded Texas against 2-seeded Purdue. And you know what? I'm not doing another bracket. I don't care to do another bracket, but I'm calling for Texas to score the upset. I don't trust Purdue.
But it's hard. It's hard. That's hard. The way Purdue has played, Purdue in the first two games, they have probably played the best out of any of the games I watched. They played the best out of everybody. Almost complete games the entire time.
They won't do it here. I got Texas for the upset. The dog is with us.
But that's the thing. Based on the season, you're not wrong. I mean, Purdue has been that team. They look like the greatest team one night, and then the next night, who knows who's getting off the bus?
Like I said,
I'm on Alarm Island.
give me the Longhorns. Gina is with us. Good morning, Gina. The dog says this invasion of Jen's community is brought to you by Dogfathers Gaming Bar and Nightclub. We are totally not a mafia front. Dogfathers, where Jen is totally cute and adorable. and oh God, Jen, you're not gonna like me for this one.
Go on.
The following is a public service announcement from Genevieve Yoso.
I am cute.
This has been a public service announcement from Genevieve Yoso.
You guys want to know something funny, actually?
What's that?
So, okay, this happened like just before I got brought up onto the show, right? In my Discord VC right now, I said that my friend Atreus is cute.
Uh-oh.
So he said, Lady Oso, if I'm cute, then you're adorable. He was expecting me to say no and decline it. I pulled the Uno reverse card on him. I said, and I quote, and I appreciate that. Thank you. It flew him away. It flew everyone away.
Why did that just give me an idea? Why did that just give me an idea? And
what idea?
Yes, dog, I turned this into a soundbite.
I'm on Alarm Island.
Yep, I'm going with Texas tonight.
Hey. If you're going to play Alarm Island, please finish it off. It's only right.
I will. I'll finish it at the end of the show.
Well, since we heard the dog in its opening day, let's give the dog some love. Some Wade Boggs in the Red Sox.
Mm-hmm.
I was looking for a Javi Lopez card, but I couldn't find one. I know we got a lot of Braves fans out there, so
Greg Appomattox. I love it.
Let me just say, in my opinion, the greatest pitcher of all time.
I'm not going to argue.
No questions asked. Napoleon Napoleon's in the chat.
Dennis Eckersley.
Chalk another save up for the Eck. We had some Reds fans. We had some Reds fans in there. So we got the great Eric Davis.
Okay.
Cole Johnson, who may not be in the chat, but is always in our hearts.
Is that Biggio?
Of course. The Pride of Connecticut.
Jeff Bagwell,
the Pride of Connecticut. This one is for Snowman and Ryan McCarthy, though.
Okay. Black Jack McDowell, because he played for both teams.
And you know why I say that? Well, you know why I say that to Ryan McCarthy. I'm sure Ryan McCarthy remembers Jack McDowell in a Yankee uniform.
1995.
giving the old salute to the Yankee faithful as he came off the mound.
Mm-hmm.
Jen, this is before your time. So Jack McDowell got pulled from a game and got booed by the Yankee fans, and while he's walking off the crowd, dropped the double middle finger.
He flipped him off.
Wow.
He flipped him
To be
off.
fair, I think literally a lot of things that you guys talk about happening in the past, always like way before my time. Like the Dietz thing, like when he was 10 years old being interviewed. What year did you say that was?
That was in 1994.
1994.
My parents hadn't even met yet.
More tonight.
And you can't talk baseball without talking about Donnie Baseball. Donnie Baseball. There's a reason he has that name.
All right, more from the men's tournament tonight. We're inside the Sweet 16. We gave you the first game, the West region, Texas and Purdue, and I'm calling for the upset because I don't trust Purdue at this point of the tournament. South region's first game, Iowa and Nebraska. Ninth seeded Iowa beat the defending champion Florida Gators, and we say it here all the time, to be the champs, you must unseat the champs. Well, Iowa did just that on a Fulgaris 3-point field goal to win that game. How do you see this one playing out?
I think the magic is running out, but nothing made me happier than sitting in the hotel room watching that final three go down and being able to yell, "Go Iowa!" and now it has even more run because when Playmaker comes on and I can say, "Go Iowa," them's going to be fighting words.
I'm going to just sit back and laugh at you two. Who goes to the Elite Eight, Iowa or Nebraska?
What a run! I mean, this is the game that makes March Madness. Like, this is what makes March Madness. Iowa just beat the champs. Nebraska never won a tournament game in their life, in their history of their program. Never won. They win 2 in a row. Now they've got a chance to go to the Elite Eight. That's a magical story. Either way it plays out, it's going to be a good story.
Wait, what is that?
I'm going with Iowa. I'm going with Iowa. Matter of fact, I'll bleep and do it again.
I'm on Alarm Island.
Give me the Hawkeyes. Now we got this one in the West region.
That's not an upset. Is that an upset? Oh, it is. Nebraska's the higher ranked. No, Nebraska's the higher ranked team. That's
it would be an
that's
upset.
crazy.
Back to the West region at 9:45. The top seeded Arizona Wildcats and the 4th seeded Arkansas Razorbacks. I'm getting flashbacks of Jerry Tarkanian and Nolan Richardson playing each other. And both times I saw them play, I saw these two teams. Why am I saying Jerry Tarkanian? Lute Olson. Oh, jeez. Because I remember seeing Arkansas play UNLV and then Arizona the following week. It's Lute Olson. It's the ghost of Lute Olson and the ghost of Nolan Richardson. With this one, I love your Arkansas, but I think Calipari's magic runs out. What say you, Dietz? I'm going with Arizona.
Arizona is the scariest team in this tournament right now because they are blowing people out and they're not even playing their best basketball. They are scary good.
They are. I got Arizona going to the Elite Eight. And then the best matchup of the night, and I might put ears to this one, the 3-seeded Illinois Fighting Illini and the 2-seeded and runners-up Houston Cougars. And that's in Houston. Do I do it a third time? Let me hear from Dietz first.
Yeah, Houston at home. Everybody wants to see it. Everybody wants to see they want to see Houston versus Arizona round 3.
Mm-hmm.
They just want, everybody wants that matchup, and the game being in Houston, Illinois is walking into a buzzsaw.
You know what? Just because you said that, and just for shiggles, I'll do it again.
I'm on Alarm Island.
I'm going with Illinois. This is purely from the heart. I'm from Illinois. I also love the Houston Cougars. I've loved Houston for a while. Phi Slamma Jamma, Akeem Olajuwon, one of the boys. It'll come down to the wire in that game. Matter of fact, I will put I don't care what I have to do. I will put the headset on for that one. So we got a couple games that we're gonna look at here. That's our look inside the Elite Eight. And there's a question sticking out. And Dog says, "Oh my God, now I know how Jen feels when she hears herself says she's cute. I can't believe that's a soundbite." What, bitch?
I'm on Alarm Island.
Victor says,
I'm just begging for you to finish it.
I said I would. Are you whining at me?
No.
Yes, you are. I'll finish this one.
I am cute.
I'll do that one. I'll do this one.
Is that?
And I'll do this one.
I'm on Alarm Island. Give me them cocks.
Yeah.
There. My favorite Cubs player. If I got to pick a Cubs player, I'll pick two of them: Greg Maddux and Andre Dawson.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Andre Dawson. I thought you were going to go somewhere else, so I had somebody else queued up.
Like Ryan Sandberg?
Like, yeah, Ryan Sandberg.
Bring him Sandberg. Let's see Ryan Sandberg.
Well, if it wants to come out of the page, that's the issue. That's the issue we're having right now.
Angie Blanken says the funny thing is Maddux did not like Lopez, and he pitched to the backup catcher.
That was my favorite thing about Greg. That was my favorite thing about Greg Maddux is he didn't like the starting catcher and made them play the backup. That's the kind of pull Greg Maddux had.
I heard that. Dog says I heard that 4 times already, and I'm here for like 8 minutes. I hate it here. He says, "No, he doesn't.
You don't hate it. Come on."
There's Rhino. There's Ryan Sandberg, one of the greatest Cubs to ever play. At least I didn't. Hey, Dog. At least I didn't play this one.
Hemorrhoid. Lebron. Hemorrhoid.
You are correct, sir.
Thank you. I retire.
That's still a gem to this day.
Now, Victor, what are you talking about? I've never made a soundbite from you, except this one.
Carl Jones has no brains. His football acumen is the same capacity as Gun Run's moral capacity.
Which sent the whole panel into hysterics. We're going to talk a little bit about food at the ballpark or the stadium or wherever you go.
There you go, Victor. There's your Greg Maddux as a Cub.
And I thought I loved collecting cards. Well, we can't. You mentioned Playmaker earlier, Dietz. I got to play this one.
And Father O'Shaughnessy need to go to hell.
What did Father O'Shaughnessy do?
And he still hasn't figured out what O'Shaughnessy did, and neither can I. Back in the deuce.
This is Snowman in the Morning.
There is a road laid out for me, leading down to
boxes everywhere. And this is going to be Addie's room.
I am blind, but I need not see.
I think you're really going to like it.
I know this road is there for me. There is a love waiting.
First night here, but Amy seems cool.
Waist down by the river. I am blind, but I need not see. I know this love is there for me.
Nice and slow.
If
I got
I'm
this.
free, take me down to the river
Nice.
and wash me.
Okay. What do you think?
Hey everybody, Snowman here. Looking for the best way to experience live events? Well, SeatGeek has you covered. With just a few taps on your phone, you can find the best seats for concerts, sports, theater, and more. Don't miss out on unforgettable moments. Download the SeatGeek app today and get ready for an experience like no other. Each ticket is vetted for authenticity and ranked on a 1 to 10 scale. And right now, if you sign up and use the code Snowman, you will get $20 off of your first purchase. That's only through the power of SeatGeek, where fans can fan.
Join Ryan McCarthy.
I became a Jets fan because Kermit the Frog was my favorite Muppet because he was green, and the Jets wore green. That's how I became a Jets fan.
And Dustin Henry.
ESPN is cashing all in on let's pay a few personalities and we'll just kind of fill in the gaps.
As they walk you through all of the world of sports from their perspective.
The Albany Empire, it's a literal circus.
No credentials required. Where, Ryan, say the tag.
Where you don't need a press pass to talk sports.
Every Monday at 8 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Central. On YouTube and where you can find all podcasts. The Big Ten.
You can say you're not impressed. You can say you're not happy. You can say all these things, but no, whatever the case may be, the Buckeyes are on top of the football world. And it's just where it is.
The SEC.
And what does Georgia do? Well, as a team that has a championship pedigree would do, they came out full guns blazing, just like a tested SEC team would do. And
Big 12.
That team right there that is ranked 15 that put up 45 points.
Yes, sir.
They were picked dead last at the beginning of the season.
The ACC.
Start with the biggest name first. Chapel Hill now. It's no longer called Chapel Hill. It's called Chapel Hill because Bill Belichick is now the head coach of the North Carolina Tar Heels. The CLP rankings, do away with that.
Right.
Do away with it.
Bring down the gridiron on the Playmakers Blog Network YouTube channel and where you can find podcasts. Because we take this job so serious.
And Father O'Shaughnessy need to go to hell. That's what he needs.
What did Father O'Shaughnessy do?
I quit. We're done here. I'm done. We're out of here.
What in the all types of blue hell?
This is Snowman in the Morning.
Yeah, had some chats roll in the Fanatics feedback zone. Shiaki says, "Oh, she sent an emoji. That's what she did." Vic
Nah.
says, 1, no, you don't, dog. And 2, now you know how I feel. Victor, buddy, give me this dog on camera. I can't do it. I've known the man for 25 years. I can't do it. I can't do it.
Well, I've got another one for a great one of the greats of our show, Paul Allen.
Kirby Puckett.
And if Angie Blanken is still in the chat, she'll understand this. This is the Kata of baseball. Kirby Puckett is one of the shortest people I've ever seen in my life,
and a hell of a player.
And he was great.
He was a hell of a.
And for Gary from Nerdrotic, who I met over the weekend, the sweetest swing in baseball.
Okay, who has the better swing? Tony Gwynn or Ken Griffey Jr.?
Like I said, Ken Griffey's was. This is not a fair comparison because I know Snowman's gonna erupt, and Pizzle might fall out of his chair too. Ken Griffey Jr.'s swing is like Jay Cutler's pass. It is the most beautiful thing to watch. Like, his swing was so beautiful. The thing about Tony Gwynn's swing is it didn't matter where the ball was pitched; he was hitting it.
You know, and
he was going to loop it right over to second baseman for a base hit every time.
Every time. But unlike Mr. Jay Cutler, Mr. Dietz, Ken Griffey actually knew how to play a sport.
Right. No, absolutely. Don't mix me up. Jay Cutler was terrible at quarterback.
Yeah.
His ball, the spiral on his ball was the most beautiful thing you could see.
But see, well, we can run with jokes like this all day long comparing these two. But unlike Jay Cutler, Ken Griffey Jr. actually knew how to play a sport. Yeah. Okay?
Yeah.
With Ken Griffey Jr., when you saw his swing, he made, what's the word I'm looking for? Contact. Okay? Matter of fact, I can put all the jokes to rest with this one, and Deech, I know you'll understand it. Unlike Jay Cutler, when Ken Griffey Jr. swung the bat and made contact, he helped his team. Jay Cutler and his passes helped the other team.
yeah, exactly.
And yes, dog, I did kind of invoke Father O'Shaughnessy.
And Father O'Shaughnessy need to go to hell.
But we did tease that we're going to talk about food. So let's talk some food.
Craziest food or the best food you've ever eaten at the ballpark? I have too many. I can't say one item. I can't. I'm from Chicago. I'm from a food haven. You're near a food haven, Deeds. I mean,
I live in the capital of pizza.
Mm-hmm.
That's literally what it says when you get off the plane in New Haven. It says, "Welcome to New Haven, the pizza capital of the world."
Craziest ballpark food I've ever eaten. Like I said, I got too many. But I will say this. I kind of snuck away for a weekend, for opening weekend at New Comiskey Park, just to see what they'd have. And yes, I went to the Friday game where we had 10 runs scored upon us in one inning. But they did have this hot dog. It was a foot long hot dog, and it was loaded. Grilled onions, relish, all kinds of other stuff. And then you know what they did to top it off? You know what they put on the sides of the other hot dog? French fries.
Yeah. Can't have ballpark food without the French fries.
They had French fries on the hot dog. Victor says at the ballpark, Connie's Pizza. But one time I went to watch a game at a friend's house and had a huge plate of nachos with cheese, jalapenos, ground beef, and beef brisket. Jody made that one time here. Speaking of food, best snack that Jody ever made me. Well, I can't do the whole list. We don't have enough time. We only have 8 minutes left. But I will say, there's two of them. One, for the Super Bowl that I did with the Niners and the Chiefs, she made this big crock pot of barbecue meatballs. And she kept bringing them to me. She kept bringing them to me. Here, you'll need this for your strength because it's going to be a great game. Her words. By the time the pregame was done, and Dietz, you joined me for the pregame. By the time the pregame was done, I was getting another plate of meatballs.
There you go.
Craziest. Okay, it's got to be for me. It's got to be pizza. From Chicago, from Chicago, it's got to be pizza. It's got.
See, this is one where I know. I'm going to get raked over the coals for this, but the Dodgers win again. I mean, there's nothing better. There's nothing that says baseball more than a Dodger dog.
I want a
Dodger dogs are amazing. It's the best. It's the best food at any ballpark.
I want to experience Chavez Ravine. I want the Chavez Ravine. When I start my stadium tour, I want the Chavez Ravine experience. Dog says, mine is not Jerry Jones. Leave me alone. What did I say? I didn't say anything.
But as a child, I'll tell you. We'll go back to opening day stories. Every opening day had to include the sundae, the ice cream cup, but it came in the little ball in the little helmet.
Yes.
Had to have it every time we went to the ballpark. Had to have the sundae in the batting helmet.
Absolutely, you had to have the sundae in the batting helmet. They had one of those at Old Comiskey Park when I went once when we played the Blue Jays, and normally it's stacked this high. All right. That one time I went when we played the Blue Jays and it was a doubleheader. It was stacked this high. Half of it melted before I finished the darn thing. But speaking of knock something over. Speaking of baseball, later on today, since Chris is pulling out memorabilia, I'm going to pull out some memorabilia of my own. This was a gift, Christmas gift, courtesy of my wife and my daughter Cheyenne.
Oh. Yeah, the White Sox ball.
I'm not unwrapping this thing either. When we move into our new place, whenever that happens, this only time this gets unwrapped is if it's going in an acrylic box.
I guess like back on the subject of food, it's not really like food that I have had, but for me, I'm most excited for the food that I'm going to have next week.
Everything Korean.
I get to try actual, authentic Korean chicken. I'm also going to be able to try a kimbap. I'm going to try a Korean Chinese dish. We're going to be able to see what breakfast in Korea is like. They have like completely different rice over there where it's more sticky so that you can use chopsticks to eat them.
Yeah. Well, here's another present that my wife and daughter gave me. Speaking of the White Sox, there you go. And I might have to put this on today to start the game. And somehow my daughter found out I'm also a Bulls fan. There you are. And there was a scarf with that. What's your favorite? What's you guys is in the chat before we close up and get out of here? What is your favorite food of all time? Since we're talking about food and food goes together with baseball, and since Dietz has made this joke several times today, I'll go ahead and make it myself. Nobody cares about baseball.
I have guys while I'm away, though.
What's your favorite, Jen? What's your favorite food of all time?
Okay. Okay. Hear me out.
Okay.
Hear me out.
A podcast coming soon, ladies and gentlemen.
As much as I love me some KFC, I found a new favorite recently.
And that is
a combination of sushi and Korean chicken balls from a little place called Yo.
I love that name.
Authentic Japanese and Asian food.
Okay. I did have sushi. I
love me some sushi.
Until I met Jody.
Love me some sushi.
Until I met Jody. Wait a minute. Until I met Jody, and Victor knows the story I'm about to reiterate. Until I met Jody, I've never had sushi. And I lived with a roommate. Dietz, you're gonna laugh. I lived with a roommate who spent $50 on a sushi date. Y'all know the rest. I don't need to finish it.
I don't know that never ends well. I spent $50 on sushi. That never ends well.
Hey.
That story if that's the start of your story, that's not ending well.
My old roommate took somebody out on a date, a sushi date, mind you, and spent $50. He came back home with a despondent look on his face. Victor knows this story. Dog knows this story.
Oh, God.
And he looks at me and he says, I think I did I need to play something here. He looks at me and he says, I think I did something wrong. I'm like, what? What do you mean you did something wrong? And then it clicked. It clicked. There's what I'm looking for. I said, why are you looking like that? He said, I took a woman out on a sushi date. How much did you spend, sir? I spent $50. So, of course, me being the soul that I am and laughing at him internally, I decided to pose the question, did you get anything out of it? And the look on Deet's face tells me he already knows the answer to this question.
I know where this is going.
As I said, the look on Deet's face tells me he already knows the answer to this question. And he said, no. I buried my face in my pillow and laughed my head off.
That's all you can do at that point.
All I can say to him was, you spent $50. And he says, yeah. I said, did you not even get a handshake out of it? I don't need to say anymore.
Oh, where's the clip we need right now? You fool!
You got absolutely nothing out of it. No kiss, no hug, no handhold, no handshake, nothing.
Yeah. Dietz, this one's for you. He spent $50 and got nothing. You fool!
There it is.
No, I'm sorry. I wish someone would take me out on a sushi date.
I'll do it again. This guy spent $50. I'll say it the way I said it to Victor, and y'all are going to get such a kick out of this. I've never said it this way on the show. I'll say it here. This guy spent $50 on some raw ass fish and got nothing. You fool! End with a selection from the Wonder Bread Choir entitled
"You Fool."
At least when my wife spent sushi on me, there were kisses involved. I'll leave it there. Have a great day. God bless. Remember to make your next move your best move. And always remember, if your dreams don't scare you, they are simply not big enough. Dream big, do bigger. We hope y'all
Allie's on tomorrow.
Yep, Allie's on tomorrow. We'll talk all things WNBA and women's basketball tournament and a whole bunch of other stuff. So long, everybody.
I'm on Alarm Island. Give me them cocks.
And for this pretty lady right here, give her a follow on Twitch or she'll tell you.
Now get out of my face, you thirsty. Cheers.
See you later.